Welcome back. Last time we managed to finally clean up the leftover pieces from Clank. And this time I would like to do two things. First of all, I had a burning question. What is below the sacrificial well of the 6-day stilt? Because people sacrifice items by throwing them in there. What is below this place is what I want to know. But before that, a very quick detour I would like to do is getting back over to Gridgate. Switch the... Replace cell, there we go. Took me a second. Replace cell. Then I would like to grab my... Where is it? There it is. Tattoo gun. I forgot its name. I would like... Drink? No. Get the tattoo gun. I would like to tattoo my own character. One little thing. Because if you notice, all of our characters have different like color schemes for the most part, except me and Bardo. We both have the same base colors. So I figured it would be kind of fun if each one of us had like a separate style. So we have blue, yellow, red, and I don't actually know what color I'm gonna get. Maybe green, maybe something else. It could be purple, I guess, too. Let's see what we find. Alright, I'm gonna tattoo on my right arm. What do we tattoo for that? I'm gonna tattoo a cookie. I like cookies. And we could go magenta, dark magenta, or green. I like magenta. Oh wait, I did that wrong. That's the wrong. I needed to go white magenta. Whoops. Tattoo. My right arm. A cookie. We might have a cookie and a cookie tattooed. Magenta. Alrighty, how do I look now? Actually, is this the original color of the apostle? I think it might be. Your right arm bears a tattoo of a cookie and a cookie. Yep, okay, that is very cute of cut anyways. Alright, drop this. Let's head over to the 6-day stilt. We're inspired, by the way. Let me use that up before I forget about it. Choose ingredients to cook with. I would like to cook with crushed grave moss and beetle jerky. Let's see, reputation, plants. I thought grave moss was giving you the ability to dig with claws, but apparently not. I think I already had that recipe. Anyways, let's head over back to the 6-day stilt, replace cell, solar cell, activate, and my plan, in order to try and go down the sacrificial well, is to just go straight south. This is the second screen. So we need to go 2 up from here to be beneath the well. 3. 4. Also, before I forget about it, Ubu. Bask, so you get extra recovery. 5. 6. Is there a staircase down? There doesn't appear to be one. So maybe going in a different direction would be advisable. 7. There is actually a way down here. So we need to go 7 screens up if we drop down here. Now this is a deep shaft. We're gonna drop down in there. You sense the mind of a vast animus. Okay, it says deep shaft, but it's almost only 1 stratum deep. And let's see if we immediately get attacked by the animus. Oh, okay. So this is a bloody caravan guard and psychic thrall. So this is not... Also, it is time dilated. That is not by our kind. Oh, there you are. I completely missed you. Taz, Owl, and Brian. You attack this guy, please, and just ignore the caravan guard. That guy doesn't do a whole lot. Where is Chewie? Oh, Chewie is right there. Chewie, please also attack this guy. I'm gonna berate him. And he uses laser beams against me. And he's no longer gonna use anything against me. Okay. Now, good news and bad news is one good news. We're down here. Bad news is I already forgot the number on how many times I need to go north. Yes, I'm that horrible with my short-term memory. Sorry. I don't expect there to be anything particularly dangerous around here, but what I still would like to do is I would like for my buddies to only engage passively, just in case the well is something that would be a problem. Also, rifle through trash is toggled off. I think that is by accident. I don't remember wanting to do that. Or, well, wanting to toggle it off. Yeah, we just go straight north. I can do this. Inspiration, okay. There's a bunch of dawn gliders over there. We're just gonna ignore them. That's screen number 3 or something. Or there's a harp over there and some computer. Baboon throwing some rocks at us. You can go and hit him. That is fine. Bonk. Goatfolk village information. Okay. Not terribly useful, but who knows. Ow. I would prefer if you guys didn't light me on fire, to be completely frank with you. Wow. Did Ubu just manage to get this far over, all the way just kind of running around the outside? That is wild. She does have absurdly high movement speed compared to regular characters. Now she just needs extra quickness to get even more movement on top of that, or attacking actions anyways. Okay, let's just keep going north. A bunch of Izahari. Don't really care, I'm just gonna keep going north. Hope I'm not angering the mechanimists, because I'm curious. Actually, I probably would anger mechanimists if there is in fact anything down here. There's another stratum further down. You guys could hit that guy, that would be okay. You can also hit the bear, because the bear is gonna hit us instead if we don't. Alright. I think this should be here. I might be mistaken. There's a nullworm cap just randomly laying on the ground. Oh, right. That plant apparently was not hostile, so it didn't make the barrier around us. I feel like I've already passed it, so maybe there is nothing below. Which honestly would be a bit of a shame. Yeah, I feel like I've passed it by now, if nothing else. So maybe there genuinely is nothing in the sacrificial well. There's a deep shaft down there. Painted cloth overalls. Reshef history, which we already knew apparently. Actually, there's a staircase up, so let's go and take that after we'll get unstuck here. Pick up the books. Ignore that random turret. Take these. Okay, I'd like to move. Yeah, I only went up and down, right? So there appears to be nothing. Nothing at all, which is mildly disappointing. But I guess I did not know what I expected. I kind of expected there to be like a bunch of artifacts down there, if nothing else. But apparently nothing is generated below the well. Okay. Let us head over to Ezra and pursue our main quest as just. We could check out 6 through stock of items. Do I need anything? That's kind of a big question because I don't know what I might be missing if I'm missing anything. So you guys just stay here real quick. I'm just checking out 6 through stock just to see. Not gonna necessarily buy anything. This is another weird artifact here. I don't currently need any more grenades. I would take a crystal or flawless crystal armor. Shard mail, that's what they called. Because apparently mine is not flawless, which I didn't initially realize. It's willowy now. Which would give me 1 extra defense, although I would be also a bit heavier. So we're gonna exchange this for 1 more defense, and I need to add a little bit of money on top of it. I do not want to sell my berries for this purpose, so I'm gonna sell... You know what, I'm gonna buy the berries. So we're gonna do the... Oh, I need a container. You know what, I don't know, bloody brackish slime. How do we get rid of it? We just drink it. We're now dehydrated and confused. Confusion is shock enough, no longer dehydrated. You know, this is a very drastic way of getting the container empty, but I have also drank 1 gram of asphalt just because that was the easiest way to get rid of it over in the 6-day still, which just happened to be exactly in the path of me going through the area. So I'm not the most friendly, I guess you could say, towards my characters being able to just, you know, not drink yucky things. I do not know how to phrase that. Anyways, this is actually pretty close to what we need. I'd like to have a tiny bit more money than this. Not much, just a little. So, gonna buy 1 less berry. Mostly because I would like to have enough water in order to potentially use it for other purposes, I suppose. Also, apparently I never... Where did I put my shield? Huh? What did I do with my shield? Do one of you guys have my shield? I did put it back on, didn't I? When... Huh. I have absolutely no clue where my shield is. I mean, I guess I could just try and buy a new one. If we have one somewhere. It's a fullerite aegis. More berries if we need them. Gonzes are flawless, yeah, they're willowy and flawless. I was not gonna go back and turn this crystal shard mail into a willowy version, because I figured it's gonna be fine, but if I'm going back to Gridgate real quick anyways, because I somehow don't have my shield, I may as well, I suppose. I'm also curious if you can actually change the crafting stuff on legendary items too, so might be an idea. There's some more polygel if we wanted it. Then again, if I want more polygel, it feels like I usually get at least 1 or 2 drams of it. Or no, not drams, doses, whatever you want to call it, whenever I go to Ezra at this point, so I don't think it's a particularly rare commodity. There's a slender crystal aegis. You know what, that's good enough for me. But it's not a flawless crystal aegis. Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter. You know what, actually I have a legendary shield, don't I? Let me go back real quick anyways. You guys can come along. And we teleport back over to Gridgate. Sorry, I just keep finding more things to do, I guess. Transport it. Let's see. Do we have a shield in here? I do not see one. I think shields are their own category. Normally. Huh, where did I put my shield? Didn't I have a legendary one too? Actually, that might be over in Ezra. Do you have it equipped by chance? Ha! There it is, you have it equipped, that's why. Found it. But while we're at it, let me give you over my armor here as well, so you can make this one willowy as well. Sorry buddy, you don't get to keep that one. Mod with tinkering, willowy. Cost me a 7-bit, I'm willing to invest that. So it is weighing like 2/3 less if I'm not mistaken. I'll equip this, you can keep that one on, that's fine. I'll equip this, drop it on the ground just so I know where it is. Pick them up, both of them, put you back in your place. That sounded way more rude than I meant it to be. Oh, that one is also not flawless. That's okay, doesn't matter. Also, apparently, I switched my handedness to the left hand, so I need to switch it back over to the Vibrocopesh. And now we go and enter. Actually, we cannot enter yet because we don't have the Mark of Death. I kind of need to do that real quick. Replace cell, solar cell, activate. Okay. So, to real quick recap what our current mission objective is. We were tasked by the Barathrumites, well, Barathrum himself even, to head into the, well, Tomb of the Eaters, and we can do so by recovering the Mark of Death somehow, inscribe the Mark of Death on our body, which that's why I needed the tattoo gun for. Great, good job, Jäger. Enter the Tomb of the Eaters, ascend the tomb and cross into Bright Shoal, disable the spindle's magnetic field, and return to Gridgate in order for us to be able to do anything. Okay, give me one moment. Alrighty, I'm back. I have my tattoo guns because I forgot I needed those. Anyways, so we are supposed to recover the Mark of Death, and this person here actually has a particularly interesting, well, story about it. We know that he used to be a grave robber and entered the Tomb of the Eater as a lowly grave robber, but since has been penitent about it, if you will. And what are you doing here? I watch over the grave of Rebecca to atone for my deeds and to find my credo. Actually, did we even ever talk to him about it? Who is Rebecca? Rebecca was a physician and an advisor to Reshef until she lost his favor. When, after years of exile, she lost her voice and her life, she was buried here, an outsider unfit to be interred with the honored dead. So she rests here. I believe her proximity will help me find my credo. Credo? Yes, it is a rite of passage for the Mapango people. A statement that inspires contemplation, discussion, and thought. An ideal credo has no single explanation or interpretation, and is meant to inspire contemplation in those who hear it. For this reason, it is considered rude among Mapango to ask the meaning of a credo. Someday, I will find mine. Who are the Mapango? Mapango are plated, digging creatures, whose armor scales glow a pale white. They are contemplative, sociable, and mostly peaceful. They commune with ancient objects, which is why a coterie of their kind lives in the Tomb of the Eaters. They are patient, even with rough-hewn wanderers such as we, but it's still not best to ask one to explain their credo. I need to enter the Tomb of the Eaters. Is your motivation just? Well, my motivation is to help the Barathrumites. I like to think it is just, yes. Only those who pay their respect to the grave of Rebecca will know the way into the tomb. If you make it inside, the Mopango will offer you solace and knowledge, and can tell you more about the tomb's content. Okay. Can't you tell me anything else? No. Fine. Pay your respect to Rebecca's grave, which is always, I believe, over here. In loving memory of Rebecca, succumb to Glutrot. If you remember, Glutrot is the disease that removes your tongue in a very painful way, hence why she apparently lost her voice, as well as her life later down the road, apparently. So, she also appears to have been a physician of sorts, so presumably somebody who was in favor of helping people. And this is the Mark of Death. You note this in the Gossip of Lore, and we have recovered the Mark of Death. We're now instructed to use the tattoo gun to inscribe this Mark of Death onto us. I'm gonna just put it on my feet, and this is the Mark of Death. We're gonna white and magenta, because once again this would change my colors if I were to do this. I don't think the others need the Mark of Death in order for them to be fine, because their threat should be the same as mine, I think anyways. But I think it is only fair to just do the same for everybody. The Mark of Death for you, white and blue, dark blue actually. Then the tattoo for you on your forehead. You're gonna be white and gold, I guess. And then last but not least, tattoo it on you, on your forehead. Right, we both have 2 sets of leg now. White and red. Alright. Everybody bears the Mark of Death, which is useful, although not technically required in order to be able to traverse the Tomb of the Eaters, but I will get to that as we get to that. We are back here. If you remember, this is where the Earl of the Omonport resides. And also, if you look around here, there is a bunch of bears just kind of sitting here. Barathramite Drinker, lying on a cline, lying on a cline, lying on a hammock. They are just resting because it is nighttime, apparently. Let me actually see if I can talk to him. Hi, what are you guys doing here? Live and drink, friend. Why did you come to Omonport? To make preparations, friend. Barathram instructed us here after you secured the grounds. Live and drink. And they've also brought some computers. It's a unique computer. And the game didn't warn me that it's not mine, so I was able to identify it without having to worry about breaking something. Anyways. This is the Death Gate. Patinea have transformed the Cyclopean bronze doors into great shelves of sea foam and coral. Lyrical death is depicted on the panels in high relief. Chained cables lift inverted pyramids through a calcified village. Gaseous fire and vaults of brine. Skeleton harpists drapes across the phrase, and goats chew copper bones on the cornices. The gates swing wide as we try to enter. And apparently Dewey just gained a level from that. Hey Dewey, let me just real quick see if we can distribute some points for you. Let's see. You need 1 more point for this. Do you have anything we can give you here? You already have multi-weapon fighting. You are using cudgels because you're an absolute monster with them at this point. And I think we could start giving you swift reflexes for increased dodge chance against ranged attacks and just generally dodge chance, I suppose. Because That should get you dodge chance to 7, which is starting to be more respectable. Maybe this is not the way to go, but it'll be fine. Probably. Alrighty, I would like to real quick mention that the first time I entered the Tomb of the Eaters, I did not know what to expect. I was not prepared, not for a lack of trying, but I did not know what to expect, so... Funnily enough, I did actually make it to the end of the Tomb of the Eaters, which turns out to be quite the arduous process, especially if you are using a build with minions. This time I'm hoping that this is going to be not that big of a deal, but well, we'll see. I'm gonna make... Oh yeah, I'm inspired still. Let me cook with face silk and beetle jerky. Whenever you take damage, there's a chance you phase. Whenever you phase out, you get 30 to 40% maximum HP for 1 hour. Whenever you take damage, there's a 8 to 10% chance you phase out. Okay, I'd like to get the maximum HP whenever I phase out. 38%, because now I can just click the phase button and my 324 HP go up to 448. For 1 hour, which is I think 1000 turns. And oh boy, I was really nervous getting here because it took me a long time to get here. And I've only ever played this game on rogue mode, which means if I die, that's it. At the very least, I wanted to have knowledge as to what to expect, what to do, how to approach things. And let me tell you, it is kind of difficult to describe. Having absolutely no clue what to expect and trying my best to stay alive was. Gilded marble from the Sultanate of Antipur. Precious stone was racked from the reaches of the dreaming earth, stacked in cyclopean designs and carved to the splendor of 1,000 blooming florets. Moistureless air preserves the gilding, but time has softened its edges. Let's see, Antipur. Which sultan is that? We should have that stuff in our journal. Antipur is the 3rd sultan, apparently. Let's see. One auspicious day, a geologist found a babe with its mouth full of ice outside her dig site. She and her fellow geologists adopted the babe and named him Antipur. So he had a mouth full of ice. That's kind of weird. Maybe we'll read the actual stories sometime, because that's a lot of text. And I would like to explore the Tomb of the Eaters. So over here we have a ruined mural of Surashir, the bane of Ekazobal. Surashir is the 5th sultan. We have ruined mural of Coraxus, Narama's wife. Coraxus is the 4th sultan. Then we have ruined mural of Sharashir, the commanding heir of hermits. Which Sharashir was the first one. And then we probably find something around here for Mexes as well, I would guess. Oops, I didn't mean to dig through the wall right now. Anyways, everything just felt like I don't know what to expect, and the music did not help. Here we see a hologram of the Eater. He looks suspiciously a lot like, not Awesome Sauce. Almost is its name. And this one looks a lot like a Hydra. I've never seen that thing before because, well, their depictions exactly are a bit randomized. Let's see, is this gilded marble from the Sultanate of Coraxus? Some random canvas folding chair, graffitied marble. And, as you might be able to tell, we kind of sort of go back around outside. This is graffiti carved stone from the Sultanate of Sharashir. And more graffiti. And there's a hole here. This is how we enter the tomb. Now let me tell you, it did not help my nerves Then I first got down here and then got the message that you are going to be attacked by mental idiots. Because, well, that's the thing. Oh, hi, that's just a random red death ducker. For reference, we are one grove stratum below the banana grove. So, Chewie, please knock this thing out. Also, if you remember, our guys are currently... What's that? Grave moss, right. If you remember, our guys are currently set to defensive. Everything's just graffiti down here, as if this is like a common place to go through. Well, probably because this is one of the ways to enter, and we were instructed to bring a pickaxe or something of that equivalent with us. And, well, activating the acting phase shift just to get the max HP. Apparently it took an hour to get here, in-game. The bell of the rest tolls. The dead will be recalled in 280 rounds. We learn about the Rainpool Goatfolk village. There's bones everywhere. 260 rounds. And here we find a grave robber. This guy has a pickaxe, a pistol, sleep gas grenade, plaster for bone, and sturdy leather cloak. Scarred fingers with moss-crotted nails clench a pigskin satchel bulging with implements of dead digging, a sable hood and cloak swath of nimble body pitched on the crooked spine. She is used to bowing toward the ground. Grave robbers. Let's not linger together. Oh, you have metamorphic polygel. Sometimes they have really awesome items, and that is one of them. I don't need any currently, but... as I mentioned before, metamorphic polygel is easy to acquire if we need it. Oh! Alrighty. The grave robber just is getting attacked by... this thing, a gelatinous cupola. Cupola? Oh, and he's straight up dead. Well... we are friendly with the slimes. That's actually different than how I played this, because I was not friendly with the slimes the first time I was here. Sorry, could I... oh, do you just now have all the items absorbed? Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair, based on your method of attack anyways. Oh, I didn't even see that thing. There's, Addy just sitting there. I was wondering why my character was not automatically rifling through trash, so... Chewie, just knock this thing out, please. From a distance is safe. Thanks to Sunder Mind. There's another one. I don't know what your cooldown is on that, but you can also charge with your melee weapon. That's okay. What's that? What was that on the right side? Oh, that was the other thing. Wait, why are you not attacking, friend? Okay. We're good now. So I guess we are now grave robbers ourselves, at least something of that equivalent. And that bell is tolling very soon. Shrine to Coraxus, Narama's wife. Apparently we did not know about that history. 140 rounds. Is another grave robber here? Found anything good? Well, no, not really. But what I will suggest is you run away from that slime. Ah, and here. I'd like to point out, everybody. This is a conservator. They're neutral towards us because we bear the mark of death. If we did not have the mark of death, these guys would be aggressive. I did not find it out the hard way. I was looking up later as to what it meant to have the mark of death. Because, well, I like to just clear a section of the game before I do anything else. And then look up stuff after I felt like I was reasonably familiar with things, and I just would like to know the details. A stairwell teleporter. A brass hem surrounds a foam shunting pad, and the above-head fretwork is braided into the once familiar glyphs of exit symbology. Apparently that is an exit hatch or something like that. 80 rounds until the bell is tolled. No, actually the bell tolls every 20 rounds. They just will be recalled. And so here we have a strange kind of floor. Just looks weird. And now we are tomb tethered. The dead will be recalled in 40 rounds. And we are immediately greeted by these guys. Let me go south. You guys can go and do this. Attack this thing, please, before it inflicts us with a disease. Oh, it has a flurry to attack everybody. I don't think you hit anybody, though. That thing has a lot of chances to hit, and it's very dead now. Oh, hi. And this is a high dervish of the Sightless Way and Death Pilgrim of the Cult of Surashir. You are scary. With a psionic, flawless crystal greatsword and plaster for sneakers. A high dervish, huh? Guys, I would like for you to please knock this thing out. And Chewie is immediately taking this thing super serious. Just gonna let her handle that with her many attacks, and this thing just did not stand a chance. The Bell of Rest will toll in 20 rounds. 1. Oh, I thought you were dead. Is there a second high dervish? We got the experience again, I think. Yeah. I guess there was a second one. Oh, did you? Okay, I see what happened. There's a lot of blood below you. I think these dervishes can dismember, and this might be what happened. Anyways, you might have noticed that nothing happened, and this is because we are tomb tethered. The bell tolls. If you're tomb tethered, nothing happens, which is arguably a good thing. Also, I'd like to point out, this is a psionic, flawless crystal greatsword. Lambon. I don't know what Lambon means as a word, but it looks very French, so I pronounce it French. But psionic weapons have two properties to them that are very crucial. One, they're temporary. If you use them up, they're gone. 2, they use your mental attack as your offense, which is why, for once, I have a really high armor penetration if I were to equip this weapon. Let's see if there's a second one of these. No. Okay. At least I think the tomb bell is gone, right? Okay, there's another Adi. What is this thing? Oh, the dude just ran away afterwards. Alrighty. Chewie, just attack that fly over there, please. Thank you. The painted plaster for jerking and the psionic warhammer. Psionic is not terribly great for our friends. Tool encrusted sneakers. I might actually just grab these because they're not that heavy and worth a tremendous amount. Alrighty. The short version is, if you're not tomb tethered when the bell tolls for, or well, when you get recalled, then you get recalled to one of the exit places. Entry places? I don't know what you want to call this. But I'm actually curious whether I should equip one of these weapons. 2d10 or 3d6. It's substantial. Let me actually equip this thing. I think this is a much stronger weapon than I would otherwise be able to use. It's also masterwork. This thing is crazy good. 13 armor piercing. Oh, what the heck are you? The arm. Arches of burnished shell huddled together as a shy metal pillbug. It inches along on brush-shaped appendages, and the only way to tell for sure which way it faces is the cross of light athwart its front plate. Athwart. Never seen that word before. Are you gonna be... Oh no. I wanted to talk with the bug, buddy. That bug is doing nothing. Maybe we get to see some cruelty. It is supposed to be fine. Engulfed by gelatinous cupola. Hey, it's just doing nothing right there. Let us dig through the wall, because we need to get out of here. Ah! Also, something that I kind of forgot to mention when we were talking to our friend earlier. Outside, we talked to the penitent, and he told us to find Vivira, a friendly turret in the northwest catacombs, and tell them that Zotham sent you. So, basically, he told us that there's a friendly turret. This is Vivira. Hello, friend. 3 steel barrels fit together into an arc-edged triangle of luminous ritualism. They sit on a servo-articulated base mount. Above, a pair of separately articulated cameras swivel with somewhat more life than one might typically expect from an automated weapon. Beep crackle. By her light, friend. And thou wouldst rest peaceably. Thou art welcome here. Are you Vivira? Zotham sent me. You have finished the step. Visit the Makapango settlement. Otham, my sympathies. Thou art, of course, welcome here, wayfarer. Speak to Agira, on thou needest aught as a delighteth in hospitality. Why are you offering my sympathies? I was being petty. Crackle sigh. The little time Sonthon spent here felt like weeks, so conceited and aggressive was his grief. But Agira told me, Agira would chide me for saying so. I have a long road to true self-realization, I realize. But if you ask me, Sothom's road is far longer. Beep. You're rather civil for a turret. So I am told. I have never had the pleasure nor displeasure to meet another turret. I know only my friends here, who uplifted me by chance and cared for me by choice. Were it not for my shape, I would be a little different from other Mapango. What is here? Thou knowest surely that this is the tomb of the Eaters, but behind me lieth nestled a settlement occupied by the Watchers of the Tomb, a small coterie of Mapango. Just kind of as a reminder, the Eaters are basically the ancient people that built the grand cities that have fallen into ruin, and everything that kind of entails. Eaters is just kind of referring to the ancient folk as a whole, however long or accurate that may be. And thou wouldst know more of the settlement. Thou must ask the watcher named Agira residing within. A loveth the sharing of knowledge. In case you're wondering about the loveth, I believe is kind of like the gender-neutral term for things. So Mapangos just don't have the concept of that, so this is just the term they use to refer themselves to, which is a really fascinating thing, but at the same time very distracting, because in German when you say "hey," it's just like "hey, go." It's a weird word and kind of set of pronouns to attempt to use. I'm doing my best. I'm not trying to what's the word? I'm not trying to disrespect it. I'm just trying to tell you that it can be quite difficult for me to try and pronounce and wrap my head around it. Okay, what are Mapango? Mapango are witnesses of the past and shepherds of the future. We seek peace and harmony through understanding the Cassafessence and her many children. We nonetheless eschew conformity, and each of us seeketh a personal credo which we livest our lives. But I am a poor teacher. Speak to Agira and thou shalt gain better. Alrighty. It is rude to ask about the personal credo. And if we asked about it, anyways. Do you have a personal credo? I do. Form needeth not follow function. Actually, it is fine to ask about the credo. And it is rude to ask for the meaning of it. Live and remain restless. Chances are high they just don't have a concept as to what the meaning of it is to begin with. Hey, look, there's a Mapango charioteer. It's a Mapango, but in a chariot. This hunched, glowing, plated creature sits permanently affixed in a low-riding vehicle chassis, on which it is mounted a pair of pristine wheels. It rolls about with practiced precision, speed outstripping that of their ambulatory kin. Hello. May your light guide thy steps, friend. Okay, do you have anything to trade? Leather boots, I don't need any. Oh, they are fighting some flies right now. And as you might be able to tell, Mapango use guns. They're basically armadillos, but like literally plated ones, if you will. So I'm gonna tell my buddies to help them out a little bit. You take this one. Chewie, you take the one in the back. And there we go. Everything is cleaned up. Let's talk to Agira, which I believe is the one in blue. No, that is Dadogam. Live and drink. I am off too. Who are you? I am Dadogam. Why are you here? I watch over Vam. It watches over me. Together we watch. Thou shouldst as well, climber. Sit, watch, consider how thou wouldst fare under a dome of adamant carapace. Safe, undying, alone. We have a credo. Be still and we know. Okay, live and drink, watcher. Is this a warden type of deal? It squats in a soft halo of cool light that emanates directly from the plates of air carapace armor and the fur between. Every movement is accompanied by sibilant music as those plates slide over one another, whispering a wordless prayer. This one moves little and resembles a phosphorescent rock. There's also a bunch of just bits that I'm picking up around here too. Let's see, I think this is where we needed to go. Alrighty. Hello, friend. Agira. Pouches of tomb scrap and cook stuff are spread and hung from this Mapango's carapace. Her countenance is full of familial care and welcoming. Loved by Mapanga, hated by worms, disliked by villagers of Shapar for reprogramming their favorite robot, which for once actually feels appropriate because Mapango are very in tune with electronics, even if it's more on a intuitive level rather than intelligent. Actually, they are pretty smart, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're smart. Actually, hold on. Wait, this one is not hostile. Add in Path Pilgrim to the Cabal Ultimate Magenta Icicle. Oh. Okay. Anyways, hello. Greetings, friend. Thou art welcome here. And thou hast any questions, I would fain answer them. Greetings. I'm off too. Who are you? I am Agira, a watcher of the tomb. Are you in charge here? No one leadeth us. We Makapango hold little regard for hierarchy, and our shared decisions are made through discussion, quiet consideration, and consensus. Should it be otherwise? I suppose not. Agira smiles at you, glowing softly. It's a cozy home you have here. I hope it is not overly crowded for thee. We Mapango are most comfortable in close quarters, but I acknowledge that not all creatures adore the close embrace of the depths as we do. Regardless, thou art welcome to stay and sup, and ask of me any questions thou mayest. Alrighty. What do you know about the tomb? The Tomb of the Eaters consisted of 12 strata, or 10, once thou accounted for transition levels, the folk catacombs, in which thou currently standeth, the crematory and columbarium, and 2 crypts and the 6 tombs of the cut sultans above. And thou seekest fortune here, gird thyself for disappointment. The tomb playeth host to objects wondrous and profane alike, but little of what surfaced well is considered treasure. Wondrous and profane? Now I'm curious. I admire thy curiosity and hope thy prudence informeth it. At this point, I would also like to very briefly point out I don't like old-timey English speak at all. As a non-native English speaker, having read a bunch of this stuff here and there, It is really difficult to decipher sometimes if you're not already very familiar with the language to begin with, or have a concept of how that language works in that kind of concept. So I've always had a bit of a, you could even say, disdain for old-timey English, just because it makes it, in my mind, unnecessarily difficult to understand things. But that's a very me thing. Some people just kind of like the way it sounds. Some people just feel like it gives it a certain gusto and flair, which is very fair. I would just kind of... It's difficult to try and figure out how to pronounce things, although I have gotten better at it. I have an example at hand. Mere days ago, one of our coterie named Leba happened upon a repulsive device. I was so shaken after attempting communion with the object that I have spent less time away from Ernok than ever. Where may I find Leba? I wish to know more. Our little sanctuary here hath a fissure in its inner walls. Find that gap and thou wilt find Leba. Please be gentle. I have ever been the most insightful reader among us, but beareth the weight of an ancient's mind. I will live and drink. Fraying favorites. And they actually even have an oven over here. We can cook and eat bone babka. Use the meal. Plus 3 levels to burrowing claws, and whenever you identify an artifact, you gain plus 6 armor value for 50 turns. That is very specific, but quite interesting. Alrighty. Somebody made a hole here, and it was not me. I have an idea on what happened. So I've been kind of waiting for that gelatinous cube to make a hole, because I think when the gelatinous cube engulfs you for long enough, it just melts through the ground because it is that acidic, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like there was one that took a Mapango with it while I was not paying attention. Alright, let's try and find our friend. 140 runs. Bane of Akozabal. Okay, so that's here. History. We already knew that apparently. So one of these places has like a crevice that we can explore. Is it over here? There it is. Hello, Leba. Leba is tomb tethered, friendly. A glow softer than other Mapango, bioluminescing in pale and gentle hues that disguise them against the blanched walls of fossilized life. Physical features, carapace, and claw. Hi. The little watcher stares at you. Hello? Aye. Agira tells me you found some kind of repulsive device. Ah, aye. A most repulsive device. The mind echoes of that communion yet haunteth me. What was so bad about the device? Not the device. Repulsive as a key to a prison doth repulse. To know a key is to know a prison. Our watched children are bound, and lock swalloweth key, and thou freest one, 3 remaineth forever. Kigonin hath it now, and thou seekest. I will seek to retrieve it then. So I think, and I actually did never do this quest in my first play, or well, my first completion. Leba nods to you, slowly curls into an armored ball, and speaks no further. Live and drink, little seer. I believe what he was trying to tell me there was, what was trying to tell me there is that there is a device somewhere around here, and I actually have not explored the tombs sufficiently to be able to find it in my previous visits to this place. There is a device somewhere around here of weird intent, and it appears to be referring to some form of a prison. And I think that is kind of what the Mapango was referring to. It is basically a prison to, I think, 4 possible cages, but you can only open one. So there is a Warden of the Sanctum, Death Pilgrim, and the Lock of Navarra's Sorrow. Okay, so I think this is where our reputation with the various lock. Do I need to search for lock? I think this is where our reputation with the various Sultan cults kind of starts coming into play. Wow! Stop hitting the Matango. He disarms me of my masterwork flawless sound steel warhammer. That is really rude. I'm gonna pick that up and equip it again. I'm gonna hit you for it. Ow. Okay, he dazed me. What are you equipped with, dude? Carbide plate armor, longsword, shield, ogre fur gloves, and steel boots. You swipe. Okay, I should go to days. Why am I nosebleed? You take damage from nosebleed? Why am I nosebleeding? Huh? You don't penetrate your armor with your masterwork. Oh wait, he has some form of reflection. Oh! I hit myself. I hit myself because it's a psionic attack. I didn't know that would happen. Hey guys, could you do me a favor and knock him out? I would appreciate that. Hit this guy, please. And he is now paralyzed and cleared. No, stop fighting the Mapango, you meanie. My goodness. Murder, you need to hit the slug that is right in front of you now. Okay, I think you just got disarmed. Literally, because I think he lost his shield. Anyways, he has some form of method to repel my own psychic attacks back at me. That is good to know, and I'm... Where is Chewie? Chewie? Dude is paralyzed. He was afraid, he was paralyzed. And I don't know that what's further than that. By my side. Everything is slippery and slimy. Oh, there you are, Chewie. My guys are set to defensive, so they're not gonna be able to attack. 93, 75. My damage is absolutely insane right now. But there is a deep slumberling right there. Actually, Chewie, hit the deep slumberling, please, with your mental attacks. I'm hiding behind Ubu. I'm also getting hit by these snails. Hit that one, please. Hit that one, please. You sense a psychic portents foreign to this place and time. Oh, you've been recalled to a resting place. This is what happens when you are not tomb-tethered. And there's a psychic attacker here somewhere, so I'm immediately gonna go ahead and just use a self-injector. You know what? I can use self-injectors for my allies, but I cannot use urberries for my arms. I'm gonna eat an urberry to get back to full... Oh, I only get half the health because I was ill out of it from the little slugs. We got teleported away. Where is the psychic attacker? I don't know. By the way, if you recruit a Mapango into your party, the very first time I was here, I recruited the friendly Mapango that was responsible for cooking and welcoming us here, Agira, into my party because I was so excited to have a friendly face. And I really liked the concept of Mapangos. I just wanted to have one in my team. That did not go well. She did not have nearly enough levels or survivability to survive. And most importantly, she has a bit of a habit of going out of her way to start rifling through trash. So I could actually never tell her to stay close to me, and she kind of... Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you once we get to there. This is a rocket turret. It has a missile launcher equipped. I'm gonna make my way through the wall. So we emerge right next to the rocket turret. Also, by the way, these are compacted bone walls. I'm literally digging through remains. Holy crap. Wow, that was a lot of damage. You take 43 damage from the rocket turret's explosion. My goodness. Anyways, I'm eating another oorberry. You can always teleport back out of here. There is no downside. Also, I'm picking up the missiles just so nobody's like engulfing me in fire and exploding the missiles because of it. My goodness, I've never used the psionic weapon, and I'm actually dealing damage with it. If I hit, I guess. Why am I not hitting the turret? Am I taking something below it or what? Huh? Oh! Wait, is it because the turret has absolutely no consciousness and I can't attack it because I would be attacking a consciousness with that? That's probably what it is. So, psionic weapons are very selectively useful, huh? Grave Robber, I want to see what you... Oh my goodness, what the heck? Oh, that's the psychic extra-dimensional heart. The infinite heart attacker here. Okay. Well, it's a slumberling. Specifically a deep slumberling. These are the dangerous kinds, to say the least. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Chewie attack first. Then we have Ubu go ahead and try and paralyze it. And then Bardo try to cleave it. I'm gonna berate it. Oh. And this thing just used a concussive blast, which can stun, which didn't in this case. I'm gonna use a menacing stare, so we start running away instead of attacking, hopefully. And now we start destroying you. And there we go, 750 experience. Bardo gains a level. Congratulations, Bardo. Let us take a look. By the way, if I were to mind control the sleeping creature, I would just mind control it for like 100 turns and get teleported, because sleeping takes a long time until you are no longer asleep. You get extra multiple legs for extra speed, and beyond that, I think you still needed the extra points so you can eventually get multi-weapon mastery, right? Yeah, you need 2 more levels so you can get 27 strength for the rest. There's nothing else I really want to give you in the meantime. Okay, and domination. Oh, fun fact. If you have blood on grave moss, this forms a creature. So if you're fighting inside here, on top of grave moss, be wary that this could backfire dramatically. That is a Templar, but from the Cult of the Coiled Lamb. Mother Jobel and Death Pilgrim of the Cult of the Coiled Lamb, Knight Commander of the Holy Temple. Loved by the Cult of the Coiled Lamb, disliked by the villagers of Kigaruk. Okay, and everything is friendly towards me here. Actually, these guys are friendly. Oh, wait. Because they are part of the Cult of the Coiled Lamb, they might not be friendly later. You rifle through trash, and I learn about a Goatfolk village. Excellent. Wonder if that ooze is gonna try and attack somebody. Oh, it's attacking the Svardim. And... whoop, it's eaten. Oh, hi! This is a crypt ferret. They have a vicious bite and thick fur. The spade-nosed weasel slinks in the crypt cracks and rummages through their ancient vaults. A cousin line of symbiotic grave moss stipples the fur on her long back in spoof concordance with the mark of death. These are really annoying. Not dangerous intrinsically, but they have the ability to do the axe thing where they attack you, latch onto you, and then just drag you around if they attack you. Most of the time, they're just gonna run away, which is actually pretty annoying. Wow, you just nuked that new ooze. Live and drink. Tread in peace in the tomb of the ghost in Cerulean. Do I care about that village? Kigaruk. It'll be fine. Let's do the water ritual. Cult of the Coiled Lamb is now favored. And we could ask her to join us. That's not what I was aiming for. I was looking whether she has anything to tell us. And the weasel goes pop. We gain 325 experience. They also have an absurdly high dodge value, by the way. 80 rounds until we get recalled, unless we are tomb tethered. Which there's like multiple locations where you can get recalled to. And since we did get recalled already, it would be fine if we get recalled again. There is another one of these grave robbers. Let's see if we have anything interesting. A bit of congealed shaved oil. 20 rounds. That's okay. Gonna get recalled in just a moment. There we are. Now we are somewhere. One stratum deep. Why is this different colored? Grave moss blue? It's just a lighter color for some reason. Oh. We celebrated the opening of the workshop of the Briny, where birds assemble brine into contraptions for proving obscure theorems. Max's history. Okay. Anyways, being not tomb tethered is not that big of a deal if you know your way around. I have absolutely no idea how to find my way around. I did not look into that at all. I did find my way through, in the grand scheme of things. But I do not know where exactly I am or where I'm going. I just know that I'm trying to find something or someone down here. Oh! I just collected some grave moss. That's what the light blue is about. It's another grave robber. He has a random pistol. Okay. $140 runs until we get recalled. Oh, and we're back to here. There's a Mapango friend. We're also tomb tethered here. There's a slime. Honestly, it's very convenient that we have enough slime reputation that this thing is not aggressive. It was such a hassle to deal with. It's another tomb tethered location. We would be recalled in 20 rounds. I'm just gonna wait here. You were not recalled as you're already in a resting place. Let us enter that teleporter, and there's a staircase here. Where is this teleporter? I don't know. I would like to actually learn that before I go up the staircase. He ignores me. Oh, that's very fair. I would ignore myself too. Hi, Dervish of the Sightless Way. That was not it. Ubu, can you actually dominate creature? Yeah, she does have dismember. This is terrifying. So let me get rid of your weapon and armor. And hey, Ubu, can you attack me? Just go ahead. Your domination is broken. She's very dead. And drop me another psionic flawless crystal halberd with substantial durability. There's more dervishes. Oh, one is occupied. The other one is attacking. Chewie, you can hit them. I'm gonna try and open up the wall for you. Okay, that they don't have much HP. They're just terrifying because they can dismember. She's probably knocking out that slime before it kills her, right? Oh no! She did not! Huh. This is a psionic mace. I take it. I have absolutely no idea how to get psionic equipment. It's probably just a modifier that you can randomly get. Alright, Ubu, you get them. You can paralyze after all, and that is very nice. Honestly, the charge paralyze is crazy good. It helps so much. There's probably another... Oh. You just decapitated her. Okay. I say her. The first one I encountered was a her, and now my brain is just like adapting to that immediately. I'm trying to find where we are relative to where we have been. This appears to be, I guess, the outer wall. Ebon Fulcrate. I can dig through. There's more Ebon Fulcrate in the northeast corner. We are subterranean banana grove. Okay, so this is the outside. So this is in fact the outside line. More goop. This is where the staircase is up in the... Wait, no it isn't. This is where we took the teleporter. So the teleporter is just like one area. It's literally teleporting us like half a screen away. That's kind of funny. Anyways, I'm trying to find something in this tomb here, and I have absolutely no idea what it is. So you know what? I'm just gonna make my way straight line through to see whether we find anything. So I don't know what I'm looking for. I just know there is a particular device. Is that a pan-humor? Wait, we have enough. We have some reputation that the humors are not attacking us. That is very nice, because these explode into dangerous everything. Electricity, ice, fire, whatever you can think of. Okay, we got recalled. We are... Wait, that's not where we got recalled last time anyways. This is a different staircase up. A Dromat caravan. Okay. You're here. Right, we're back down here. Okay. Another Goat Folk Village information leaflet or something. I don't know what I'm finding. Oh, there is a white ash and flock of narwhals. So okay, white ash are pretty easy to take down. Ooh, an EMP grenade detonates to the south of us. Did you attack us? You did attack us. This is a salty slimy knight commander of the Holy Temple and deaf pilgrim to the flock of Naravasaro. Okay, these can be... Well, apparently it's easy according to the game, but it's easy for our allies probably. Alrighty, Ubu, you're allowed to attack this guy. He just shot me with an EMP grenade, which is kind of rude if you ask me. And he's also very dead. Bardo, you can continue with the white ash. It's gonna attack us otherwise. This is a cybernetics credit card watch. Okay. Ontological anchor. I take another one. Credit card watch. Okay. There's another teleporting thing here. I do wonder whether it goes to the same place. I think... I think that's different. No, no, this is the exact same place again. So do all teleporters lead to that location? Now we're in this resting place. Let's see whether this one goes here again. It does appear to. This is something I did not figure out, by the way, when I was here. I just kind of somehow bumbled my way through, found a staircase, took that and went somewhere. Oh, hi, you're hostile. That is not fun. Because you are a meanie. This is a strip fly. What do you think a strip fly does? I'm gonna freeze it. It does absolutely nothing when I freeze it. Also, I think I need to go back to my vibrocapesh. Wait. I guess goes here. Vibrocapesh. So I can actually hit robots. But yeah, strip flies do exactly what I think they do. They strip you of an item. And it's not just like disarming it. Mixes, okay. It's not just disarming. It is actually much worse than that. It is also on top of that, just grabbing the item and running away with it. It is really mean. That's a bunch of grenades over there. We now have 100 rounds. I'm just gonna keep going. Huh? Oh, there's a bunch of micro turrets attacking the grave robber, I think. Oh, is that fungus? No, it's defoliant. Oh, that's the Mapanga settlement. This is the northwest of the tomb, I suppose. That kind of checks out, I guess. Oh, you're the guy that makes... Okay. A full Creed catapult and Death Pilgrim to the Cult of the Coiled Lamb. Everything can be a pilgrim. Anyways, this thing attacks. That is actually pretty annoying. Okay, fine. If this thing attacks, it makes holes in the ground. There's also a snail mother somewhere on this floor. And I would like to take her out before she makes many more snails. Oh, apparently you're friendly. What are you? Cult of the Coiled Lamb. Crater Voider. Arguably a good thing for you. Oh, and there's just a random water vine farmer. A vintner. And pariah to her people. That is fascinating. She's just sitting here. With a... You have hunks of cheese? Do you restock your inventory? This is the first time I've ever seen hunks of cheese. Yes, I gave you a full dram of water for that hunk of cheese. You also have wine. Ah. Cheese exists. Okay, Bardo, you attack this guy. Ubu, you attack this guy. Thank you, friends. Oh, right. We are back here, same place. Just gonna go run over here. It should be faster this time. Oh, the humor is leaving acid trails behind. How unpleasant. Okay, it takes us quite a few rounds to get over here. Thank you. Oh, somebody lost their laser rifle here. And the slender lacquered pickaxe. Full right longsword. Rifle. Weird artifact. High explosive grenade Mark III. I'm just gonna leave that here. $120 turns. We're good. Oh, there's the slime mother. Or the snail mother, excuse me. Attack. I hit the egg. Because she's just gonna keep making more of these annoying things if we let her. So far, nothing particularly dangerous. Well, actually, that's not true. The dervish are actually really dangerous with their potential to dismember. We got lucky that they haven't done that so far, and if they do, I hope they hit me. Normality gas pump. You know, I can see a use for that. I'm grabbing that, taking it with me. Because normality gas seems actually potentially very useful, honestly. There's a random bear down here. Are you just a bear? You're probably lost. If you wouldn't attack me, I wouldn't attack back, but here we are. I hope my Pungus doesn't mind me just going through here a little bit, just so I'm tomb tethered for the upcoming section. Anyways, I'm gonna wait until I'm healed, recalled in 40 turns, 20 rounds, and we stay. Okay, please get out of my Mr. Bear. So many X-Lux. I was saying something and then I distracted myself. And I don't remember what it was about anymore. I'm sorry. I do that way too often. Assault sweep location. Wonder whether this guy ever restocks his wares. 220 rounds. Hello. I mean, I've never even seen milk in order to try and make cheese out of in some roundabout capacity. Wonder if you would put like milk into a rock tumbler and it made cheese somehow. I do not actually know the exact process on how to make cheese, despite being Swiss and having been actually on a farm where they made pretty good goat cheese. I just was not that interested. 120 rounds. So this entire area is like 5 by 5 screens or something. $60 rounds. I'm gonna get to this tomb tethered area. And curiously, this is Ebon Fulcrete. So there's like an Ebon Fulcrete wall in the middle of it. Let's wait here, so we don't get recalled. Like this Ebon Fulcrete structure in the center. And we can kind of dig around it. I'm curious whether there's anything in the middle of it. It would take a long time to dig through. Presumably. Well, we could check. Okay, I guess I'm just making my way backwards now. Yeah, it's actually slightly roundish. Oh, hi. There is a dynamic turret tinker, which can put all sorts of fun turrets down for the whole family. What do we have here? We have a light rail turret and a turbo turret. Those are, in fact, quite fun, I will say. You can continue taking this one too, please. You did not need to duplicate yourself for this. You take a Zetachrome arrow. Zetachrome. I think Zetachrome is the level above Crysteel. Crysteel? Speaking of Crysteel, there's just random Crysteel shoes right there. No, where was I? I think I was literally over here. Wow, somebody died here. Took a bunch of laser pistols, weird artifacts. What's the weird artifact? Take a look at it. And pistols. You are puzzled by the pistol. Overloaded laser pistol. Okay. And plasma grenades. I believe overloaded means that it is stronger than usual. This item increases performance but consumes extra charge, generates heat when used, and has a chance to break relative to its charge. And we have 2 of them. I think these are pretty valuable too, for what it's worth. And I'm also overburdened. I did not mean to pick up everything here. I do kind of want to keep the psionic weapons, however. I don't need money. So I could just drop these sneakers. And I'll drop the grenades, I guess. I'm gonna just drop the pistols. Again, I don't really need them per se. I'm gonna give all of the microcapacitors and other tinker parts over to Uber here to hold for now. You can also hold most of my thing here, this one too. You can also hold the TAC-2 guns. Yes, transfer them please. And that's kind of largely it. Okay. There's a bunch more items right there. It's just like, if you need money, it's a lot of it, I guess. Okay, so this structure is kind of to the west of here. So let's see how far we can get. Oh hi, there is a gorged growth. Badly wounded apparently. Who created this thing? And there's somebody else who died here. It feels like I'm coming along and people just start dying without me doing anything. Like, actually, genuinely. 140 rounds. Also, I'm hungry. Preserve fresh foods. Crushed grave moss. And beetle jerky. Okay, 300 reputation with flowers. $40 rounds. 20 rounds. So we wait here. Now we have a full set of turns to try and dig through this. Oh, this is burnished azurum? This is different. It's still very, very difficult to dig through. Dig. It sounds like glass when it shatters. Or breaks, I guess. Dig. Where's my dig command? Oh, there's no more bell tolling here. That's weird. Okay. Let's just start digging. I hope you don't hear that. That's my alarm telling me that I need to probably go to bed soon. Is it more ebon fulcrete? Digging through this takes forever and a half. Unless we get lucky. Why am I digging through this, you might ask? I have absolutely no idea. It seems like a conspicuous area here, to be honest, so I wanted to check it out. Oh, I think there's something else on the other side. It's... Huh. Tethering arm. Graphene ribbon. Oh, that's the... That's the spindle. That's the... Sky elevator. There's a fall here? No. Thank you for telling me. Open air. Wait, it's an awfully long fall. We are on the ground. Does the spindle go down too? Hold up, I figured the spindle would only go up. Maybe it goes down as well. This is fascinating. But it is in the center, and it is very difficult to get here just digging through. Anyways, we're still looking for whatever the thing is that bothered our newfound friends down here. What's it called? That's historical sites. Recover the repulsive device. Locate K. Goninon in the folk catacombs. Recover the repulsive device. Where are the folk catacombs? There's 120 more rounds until we get recalled again. Like, are we in the folk catacombs? Or... like, I guess folk would be potentially referring to the common people, like where most people tend to get buried because they don't have a higher rank, so they just get set to mass graves or anything of that equivalent. At least that's kind of how that works in my mind. I don't know whether that is an accurate description on how that might work, but in this case I feel like we are probably in the folk catacombs. Also, I'm avoiding trash because it cost me a turn to rifle through trash. And I'm trying to find the tomb tethered thing. Also, this is the staircase again. Hi, this is just a random mechanist. Pilgrim, a pariah to his people. You don't have cheese. It appears that there's no... ah yes, I remember this place. It appears that there is no... bell tolling here. Okay, let me explain this place, or this area here real quick. You stay. You stay. You stay where you are. Okay, welcome to the location where I lost my Mapango friend. So, these are bizarre contraptions. Let's just try to identify them. And it's an industrial fan. Industrial fan blows wind north into these holes, into the deep shaft. My Mapango fan was just randomly pacing around because that's what she does, and got in front of the fan, fell down and died. I would prefer if that didn't happen, to be completely honest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack these cables, so these industrial fans no longer are gonna be blowing. Let me go upstairs to check, and there's a bunch of strip flies right here. I think this is a wall here we cannot walk through. It's a low wall. The strip fly is now near Ezra recoiler. Where did it go? My Ezra recoiler. Wait. Staircase down. Okay. I didn't realize it could just snatch a thing and immediately, instantly disappear. Oh, that's kind of rude. I don't know where it went. But if you remember, we are now, actually, technically speaking, on the surface. We are in the main building, ground floor. If we go up here, we are going to be one floor higher, if you will. But before that, I would like to continue searching through here. 220 rounds. Trying to find the thing in question that was mentioned. You look different. Oh, this is K. Goninon. Geometry is stressed on the gelatin Alp, which erupts from the smooth plains of its surroundings in disgusting triumph of size. Its K-membranous faces, once taut by the pressurization of symmetry, now follow a sagging curve toward the wet core, and through the blurry placentae shines a museum of historical objects from across the numbered ages. Are those the bones of a pig? Is that a bronze bell? Inside the bright slick sack, earth remnants from across time are joined to one space, and K. Goninon sloshes in hunger. Loved by oozes, disliked by vines for repeatedly beating them at dice. And that's... sure. They probably are just looking for any reason to hate that guy. Disliked by the Sahari tribe for cooking them a rancid meal. disliked by the mechanimists for eating all of their fruit. Sure. Hi. Exudes loudly. Can I trade with you? There's the repulsive device. You also have a farmer's token. I have absolutely no idea what these tokens do. You also have a catch basin with fresh water that presumably can catch fresh water when it rains. A null ray pistol. He's a giant centipede corpse. Okay. Oh, and a lava blossom. I take that. Sure. We need to fill it with 300 grams of water in exchange. Which, you know, fair. We're just gonna feed it a bunch of urberries. We recovered the repulsive device. Praying favorites. Okay. We can also do the slime ritual with it if we had any slime, but I do not currently. So we have a repulsive device. Though it is approximately the size and heft of a human infant, this shiny black device's shape is more akin to a fetus torn early from the womb. Its surface is slick and warm with a pale pulse breathing somewhere underneath its pitch black skin. At the end of its tail is an orifice studded with hooked teeth, eternally questing for an anchor point that it never finds. What the heck? Yeah, okay, repulsive device is a very apt name for it, I will say. And you are all the way in the south of the tomb, from what I can tell. There's another place here. You guys should just avoid oozes. You don't have much of a survival instinct, do you? Okay, made it to be tomb tethered just in time. Now we wait until... Oh, we actually are already not being recoiled. Yeah, that is a very repulsive device. I do not know what to make of this thing. Let me eat some frog jerky and good jerky, because why not? +1 ego for the rest of the day. Does that do anything for me? It does, actually. Gives me +1 more. So if we were not friendly with oozes, we would have had to fight that thing in order to recover it. Okay, this is where the Mapango are. Let's just go straight left. Oh no, Mapango is in danger. Okay, if I'm taking the side between Mapango and an ooze, I'm choosing... Do you really want to attack the salty, slimy, gelatinous cupola? Yes. I'm specifically attacking the cupola. I'm trying to save the Matango. The Mapango is badly wounded. Can I save you by applying a salve injector? The salty, slimy, gelatinous cupola does not want your salve injector applied to it. I didn't want to apply it to the cupola either. Can I somehow apply it to you? Let me actually just use keyboard. Apply to... Apply to... I'm not trying to... Okay, I guess the cupola is just engulfing the thing so bad that I can't get it. Oh no, Bumbo is dead. And so is the slimy cupola. Ah, rest in peace. I like them. I want to save them. if I can, but that's easier said than done. They should know how to handle the threats around here, so I guess this is just survival of the fittest at this point. Hey buddy, I found the thing. Leba stares at you. Look, Leba, I've recovered a repulsive device. Leba yelps at the sight of the device, curling onto an armored ball. Leba? You receive no reply. Yeah, well, I suppose that was the expected reply, huh? Hi. What can you tell me of Kegoninon? Seekest thou the repulsive device, then? Kegoninon, ancient and venerated gelatinous cupola, doth patrol the catacombs, arrived centuries ere we discovered its place. Kegoninon hath hardened and eateth not through the floor, and yet it eateth prodigiously. Safe from the conservators, as Kegoninon long ago consumed the mark of death itself. Please be careful, Kegoninon hath devoured watchers, and wouldst devour thee as well. I will. I already have the thing, though. I have recovered the repulsive device. Oh, so hast, and what a sight. Please forgive my distance, but I am loath to touch it. It appeareth of similar make of to children, and I believe its jaw seeketh them. Leba claimeth that the device grants freedom, and I wonder what that freedom will look like. Perhaps thou should speak to the Watchers of the Children for further insight. The Watchers of the Children? Understood, live and drink, Kyra? No, I didn't understand. The Watcher of the Children. What do you mean, the Watcher of the Children? Who is the Watcher of the Children? Optional, speak with the Watchers. Ask the Mapanga Watchers, Daragom, Diagom, Yon about the repulsive device. Okay, that's what it means. The Watchers is referring to the Mapangos. I should have known that one, I suppose. Choose how to best apply the repulsive device. Apply where? Can I do anything with it? Equip. I can attack with it. I was wondering whether it would let me unequip it. Okay, we talk to you, I think. I seek a use for this repulsive device. Ah, may I? You may. Dadogam is still for a while, and you can see no expression on their face. At last, he returns the device. Unique, puzzling, but clear, painfully illuminating. Grant this to Va'am, and it shall become as 'twere once, still, stalwart, but confined to a crawl no longer. At least so I believe. Communion and certainty share no blood. Va'am? Oh, the Va'am we found earlier. Oh, I didn't realize Va'am would be unique. Okay, Va'am we could apply this to. I believe there's other methods and means. But I don't know if Va'am's still alive, because there was a gelatinous cupola just kind of nibbling on it last time. Tomb Tether. Where are the others? I hope they're not dead. They might be dead. Because that's the nature of this game. When you arrive, all chaos and hell breaks loose. And it's entirely possible that a bunch of Mapango are just missing at this point. I do not know where the others are. You will not recall. Let's see if there's... Oh, there's more slimes. It also appears to be way up. Okay, we are below the banana grove, so this is not in fact a bad place. Something is shooting lasers. Tomb Dweller. So I guess I'll have to find the other applications myself. Let's try to find Va'am again. I believe it was south from here. where we originally entered, which should be all the way in the southwest of the tomb. The Amulet of Hamish. This is not where we entered. Might be to the east from here. Goatfolk Village information. Bunch of conservators. Where did we enter this space? Huh. This guy's just attacking random walls sometimes. And there's a deep shaft here. Okay, okay, there's the cupola again. And my Ezra recorder is gone, so I can't even teleport back to Ezra in order to check. I wanted to teleport to Ezra and thought, oh, I can just teleport to Ezra to find the entrance again to see where Va'am was. Actually, I could see whether there's any points of interest. How many turns do I have remaining? Wait, where did the bell go? Statues. Don't statue of a giant centipede? Why is that here? Also, where did the bell go? I'm just out exploring now. Shurkamur. I don't know why the bell is no longer tolling. Random goat village. I think this is also the sites, some forgotten ruins of this area to the west. Like, I believe we're all the way in the southwest right now. Oh, there is an annoying fly. Please knock it out before it can do anything. I'm gonna try and freeze it. I missed. But this thing has mobility impaired and cannot go anywhere. Knocked it out before it could do anything. Good job, friend. More goatfolk villages. Does the bell just stop after like ringing 10 times or something like that? Okay, nowhere else to explore. Huh. Yeah, I think Va'am might be just dead. Because I didn't realize I needed to potentially defend it, so I guess that is no longer an option. Because I saw the cube and I figured it would retaliate, but I guess I saw it not do anything, but I also did not want to mingle with, well, potential downsides of what could happen to us if we were to fight things down here that we shouldn't. Let's head into the teleporter, go upstairs. And maybe we find answers for the remaining parts where we can use these things somewhere else. Strip flies over there. Hit it. Also, strip fly is flying, which means we are some sort of on the surface. We are one stratum high. That freeze beam is so good. Oh. Okay, you guys can hit this thing. That is entirely unnecessary. There's my Ezra recoiler. Thank you. Jewel encrusted stuff. Freeze. You get him. Also, there's conveyor belts here, as you might be able to tell. And deep shafts. You don't want to fall in those, probably. These deep shafts might be approximately where the other deep shafts are below. Not keen to figure out whether that is correct or not. There's another strip fly. There it goes. You get this one, Uber. Snack time. Good job. I don't know where the bell is. But what I can tell you is I do not like my buddies just randomly running around here. Like this. I'm gonna go on a solo adventure here, I think. Ubu, you have 2 programmable recoilers. It is coincidence that it's 2, but that is actually very handy right now. I'm gonna make a programmable recoiler to be able to return back here. So we're gonna install cell. Chem cells, we can't use all the cells for this. Because we need to imprint it here. The geospatial core. Okay, so the reason why I don't want them to come along is because this is a very, very dangerous area. We have overloaded laser pistols. On top of that, there are these walls here. This is a machine wall. It breaks very easily. That is not the problem. The problem is that there's rams of lava inside. This is an entire complex powered by lava, powered machinery and walls. Now we could, theoretically, and which is probably what I will be doing, slowly make my way through by using freeze. Freeze a puddle of lava into rocks and go through here. So previously, I'm pretty sure that Bell was tolling in this area as well. Which was very annoying to deal with, to be completely frank. Because I had to keep going back if I wanted to dig through the walls. Because otherwise I would get recalled back down to the bottom again. But here I have time to just dig through the walls. So this is a crematorium, the crematory tomb of the eaters. This is where corpses get turned into ashes on conveyor belts. I'm hungry. Preserve the fresh foods. And we're good. I need to make sure to not accidentally click the neutron flux. Can't have it all because why not? Whenever you go prone, you cause plants to spontaneously grow in a random nearby area. That doesn't sound useful. Anyways, I'm just gonna make a safe passage through this area. The way I did it in my previous playthrough is I had teleport, and I was able to teleport through without too much trouble. But it did have a bit of variance on where I would exactly land, and one of the teleports I got really lucky. I landed behind the industrial fans that could have potentially blown me to my doom. I do not know whether it would have been doom or if I would have survived it. I was not keen on figuring that out, to be completely honest. Anyways, here I can just slowly dig through here, and there's some industrial fans right here, and we are behind the industrial fans. Actually, this is looking very similar to how that looked originally too when I first got through here. This is where I landed with my teleport. This is a chest behind here with a weird artifact. So, oh, precision nano fingers. Basically, these chests behind the fans always have really fascinating and unique items. Precision nano fingers, what do they do? Fullerene fingers extends blade like fashionable court nails. Their girths are shrunk or unshrunk to task requirements by minuscule servos embedded in the webbing. Your weapon's percentage-based effects are 3 times likely to occur, including the base chance for critical hits. Wait, that's insane. That is basically literally tripling your critical hit chance. Those are gloves. Only 1 defense and 1 evasion, but if you put like a radio-powered battery in there, that seems amazing. Anyways, these fans go literally nowhere. That is kind of weird. I probably did not want to open that one up, to be honest. I don't... So here are fusion power stations. I don't know if they explode. I'm not too keen on figuring it out, so I'm just breaking the cables behind the fans instead. So I can step out of here. Or at least I could, theoretically. Nice, nice. Okay, that's interesting. So this is, by the way, a rotating machine arm. It grabs items from here and dumps them down into the deep shaft. Probably. I haven't tried to figure that out, whether it actually does that, but I was also not, again, particularly keen on figuring it out either. Okay, there's also these vents here. We saw these kinds of vents when we dipped into Golgotha. And of course there is one of these strip flies. Why not try and... Oh, you know what? You just stay there. Oh, I got him. Okay. I think we can destroy these vents. Again, this is way easier than it should be. Purely on the basis of... There's no bell tolling, which is really strange. Anyways, I made a relatively safe passage through here. I could go and grab my allies. But also, I kind of want the bell back, because it is a challenge to get through here with the bell. Trying to go through here. So, there are these conveyor units. So we're gonna be... These conveyor belts move fast, by the way. Like, super fast. So what I'm gonna try and do... Can I destroy this conveyor belt? The conveyor belt is fine. It's still fine. I'm technically dealing damage. I don't know how much HP a conveyor belt has. It's still fine. At the bottom center, by the way, we can see the target conveyor belt, and it's fine. I'm gonna get hungry very soon in game. And real life, for that matter. I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to destroy these conveyor belts. They probably have just absurdly high HP for no reason. But what I can actually do is I can use this integration. You're too exhausted to attack. I completely forgot about this part. But this stops the conveyor belt. Until a point. So, the unfortunate part from what I've seen is, when you go up north here, if I'm not mistaken, this area here basically has like the main machinery in here. And you can stop the conveyor belts here, but the game doesn't recognize that the conveyor belts further down the road should also stop, because you stopped the ones right here. Which, to me, is very unfortunate. Let me just break the cables here real quick. But yeah, to me this is very unfortunate, because I feel like it was a clever idea. The idea to go and check whether I could stop the conveyor belt at the tracks. Somebody made their home here. And I felt pretty smart going around here and stopping the conveyor belts. It's a better. It's a better. It's a bad. My goodness. That works way better when you don't try to say it out loud. Historians of leisure divide all epochs into the following 3 ages. The span before Ursine creatures evolved, or civilizations rise to admire them. The span between Ursine prominence and the civilization's capacity to fashion divans like in their likeness, and thence the span until the civilization fall. Okay. I actually have no idea where this goes. I did not take this route last time. This goes behind here. Okay. I have a card that lets me go through here. Bizarre contraption. It's a liquid-cooled unicomputer. I can try to interface with it. And it says... something? And pressing dot 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 just does nothing. Okay. I genuinely have no idea what that does. Here we have a loudspeaker. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of hold in 20 rounds. I didn't realize the thing actually worked again. I'm nowhere near the stuff. Anyways, unfortunately, even though we stopped this conveyor belt in the center, once we get down to the previous screen, you will notice that unfortunately it has not in fact stopped the other area. Oh, you get put back here. Wait, I did not actually know that. I just assumed you get put all the way back down south. That is, in fact, not the case. Also, this conveyor belt has just resumed its normal thing. That's also very annoying. Also, tomb tethered means I cannot get moved by the conveyor belt, it appears. Or maybe I can. Or maybe the conveyor belt is not actually active because it's not pushing me. That must be a visual bug then. Anyways, maybe it did work and I didn't actually give it credit that I did stop the machinery. Because it just visually looked like the conveyor belts were still moving. That sounds plausible, I guess. Let's see if we can find the next point. Let me actually just step on the conveyor belt, one tile to the right. It is not moving me. Gonna go here. Ho ho ho. Machine press. Light glints off the tiny scratches torn into the vast tube's chrome surface, from where the metal smashed bone onto the greatest submission. That is terrifying. Okay, the conveyor belt is standing still. Okay! The conveyor belt does work over here for whatever reason. That is very unpleasant. As you can see, you do not want to be in between these things. They just deal a tremendous amount of damage. Probably. I've never tried it. It could be an instant death for all I know. I'm too exhausted to act 3 times. I was mostly curious whether I can break these. And I can. You know, I didn't have this integration last time. I'm taking full advantage of just being able to smash the machinery so it cannot hurt me by accidentally going the wrong way. Okay. Oh. Those are a full row. Well, not a full row, but a ton of machine presses over there. I'm gonna freeze right here, so I don't accidentally step onto lava from the other side of the screen. Anyways, I'm just gonna use disintegration some more. Very convenient that it deals so much damage to environments. I'm just gonna make my way through here. I guess another convenience of my minions not being with me is I can just use disintegration without worrying about things. What's up here? Absolutely nothing. Huh. 60 runs to recall. Okay, I'm gonna disintegrate right here. Okay, the press broke, and apparently the stencil is still out, or whatever you call this thing. That looks weird. That looks really weird. I assume it still does a ton of damage if you get hit by it. I'm not keen to find out. Funnily enough, at least according to the numbers, I would survive that because I do have enough maximum HP. And now that I know that the bell tolling is just gonna put me back to the east side, I'm not too worried about things. So what I did is I actually just dodged my way through. Actually, that's not true. What I did is I teleported over here. Because for whatever reason, that place over there is revealed. Oh no. The strip fly snacks down and swoops your Chrome security card? I need that. I would like to have it back. Choose ingredients to cook with. Let us use some... Wither gland paste? I think that's teleport. And... face silk. Nah. Crushed grave moss. Let's see what it does. Whenever you take damage from a plant, you teleport orc leeches surrounding you. That is not terribly helpful, I will say. Anyways, I have an easier way to get back over here. I would like to have my item back, please. I'm gonna just use disintegration on this thing. And this one. I don't have it ready. There we go. There's my Chrome security card. Well, actually, the key would have been a problem. The security card would be fine, because I don't think I need to interface with Ereshkigal anymore, necessarily. But it would have been, well, a shame to lose valuables that the Barathromites gave me. Too exhausted to act. Just gonna keep making my way through here. Behind the crushers in relative safety. Except for... that is not what I meant to attack. These flies here. You're still flying? You are still flying. How did you do that? I guess it must have just not fallen quite yet. Freeze. That guy is dead. That worked overall pretty well. You know, one thing I'm thinking... Actually, I'm gonna do this once I get recalled back to the previous section. Just gonna wait. Using this every time also means I can freeze 3 puddles at a time, instead of just 1, which is nice. Also, are you just a regular Addy? No, you're Narama's wife clan. Lie. Okay, I think this is past the crushers here, if I wanted to go that route. And I feel brave enough to check it out. I guess there's more crushers over there. This is where they probably compact the bones. Actually, why would there be crushers in the crematorium? Oh, this guy's not gonna have a good time. Also, I think the cupola will melt them through the floor. Goodbye, sir. This is how these deep shafts are created, in case you were curious. Let me disintegrate. Bonk. And walk through the metal, because I was actually worried for a second that they also work the other way around. There's also industrial fans up north. Again, I would like to see what's behind them, if I can arrange this. Gonna get recalled in a second here. Let me just disintegrate. Oh, I destroyed the chest over there, probably. Nostrum injector. We already know that one. Oh, we're in the No, we're not in the central area. Oh, we're in the northern area. There's another one of these flies. I'm really happy we have that freeze cannon. That thing is amazing. Yeah, we're in the northern area. Would like to go back. So it is random where you go, or north or south, I suppose. It was coincidence that we got sent back here. Hi, friends. Don't worry about it. So what I would like to do is I would like to not step into the lava, carefully go around it. I'd like to go south here because I assume there's also industrial fans on the southern end here, which would potentially mean more treasure. There are some fans right here. Step behind them. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it is on both sides. Data disk, stasis grenade Mark III. Okay. It is reasonably valuable, to say the least. Which means I could do the same thing up north, but frankly, the less time I have to spend in this area with the strip flies, the more happy I'm going to be in the long run. Wait, the conveyor belt no longer works. Why did it stop now? When it didn't before? I'm a bit confused about that part. Not complaining, just confused. Oh, there's another set of fans. Okay, when we say this set of fans, we want to go behind them. And this is a Nano-Neuro animator. Yes. Oh, I found this thing last time, and I was just like, huh, what does it do? Well, what does it do? Let's get it a cell, shall we? Nano-Neuro animator. Activate. Activate what? Click. There's nothing viable to animate here. Maybe if I animate this. A fusion power station. Your Nano-Neuro animator is unresponsive. Oh, it is. Oh, the solar cell don't have enough power. That's fair. Let's get it in that regular chem cell. Activate here. You imbue the fusion power station with life. I cannot talk to it. Animate the fusion power station. What is life? What is drink? And we could recruit this into our party, and I can dominate the fusion power station. And I can move it around too. I think that blob is hostile towards me. Ah! We only have 70 movement speed. And we're level 1. We're getting murdered by the blob. Because it saw a fusion power station move. And apparently it doesn't like that. Wonder if we get knocked down through the floor here soon. Anyways, it has 420 HP. You can animate, I think, robots for the most part. Oh. Okay, it's damaged, so am I. Oh no, the fusion power station that just found life is probably gonna die to a mean ooze right there. Rip. Anyways, that's the thing that can happen. Three rounds of exhaustion. Oh, okay, I'm not in the goop. Like to just shoot right there. Oh, there's more industrial fans. Let me check whether we can get behind them in some meaningful way. I think I'll need to freeze this. Data disk, small sphere of negative weight. Ah, learned. You already know that recipe. I forgot about that part. Oh, by the way, another thing. In the previous episode I mentioned... Why am I still going, by the way? This is 2 hours. I should be stopping soon. Okay, I'm gonna try and find a good stopping point. Anyways, in the previous episode I mentioned that the small sphere of negative weight just randomly stopped working and it really annoyed me in my previous playthrough. I have since then learned or figured out that because I was always wearing an ontological anchor and probably haven't always disabled it, small spheres of negative weight are disabled when you are in a normality gas or disabled astrally burdened kind of thing. Anyways, we have arrived at the other end of these machines. And we have arrived at these urns. This is a funerary urn. These are empty. Do you think it's fine to take one? So I would like to put our monkeys into one of these. Which one would be the most fitting for monkeys? They are albino apes, so I see one. I'd like to have one. I take this one. This is a funerary urn. Oh, I can only fill them. Maybe I should bring the ashes here. 160 runs until we get recalled. Let us make haste to get to the next section. Dead end. It's a marble wall. This is also a marble wall, but this one looks a little bit strange. Glinting light is sculpted in parallax to the illusion of a marble wall. Snails and coral were crushed on the geological press. We can walk through it. Welcome, landlords and changers. Now, we are tomb tethered. We have made it past, and there's these little fun guys. I'm actually really sad that we can't get one of these urns. The urn duster. Spin belts whir in the gentle tones as the chromatic cask wanders. The rasp flat top acts as a steady surface for vessels, and folded into its body barrel are instruments of inurnment, broom, shovel, and duster. Cool. And here we have a statue of Ether. Looks a bit like something out of Hollow Knight. And I guess that one too. Anyways, what we're gonna do is the following. I'm going to set my new programmable recoiler here. Imprint. Then I'm going to replace this cell with one of the solar cells. Replace this cell with one of the solar cells. Now here's the question, which one is which? Presumably the first one is the one that I used earlier, so let's activate this. And we're back here. Hi friends. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. And we will be able to just teleport past there. Basically, I just don't trust the AI to not just randomly walk onto the conveyor belt, get shoved in front of these presses and get murdered. In my previous playthrough, what I did is I just kind of made a clean tunnel straight through. Which, by the way, I kept running back here because I didn't want to get teleported down. And it took a long time to do that. I just basically dug a clean tunnel all the way to the end. And then I just teleported as far as I could. In order to get them there, waited until my teleport cooldown was ready, and just teleported to the other side. I did not have programmable recoiler at the time, and I did not know I didn't know they existed. Anyways, next time we are going to be starting into the Landlords and Changers Columbarium. We are currently one stratum high, one floor above the ground floor. And if the bell tolling didn't make you nervous, now we're gonna deal with what remains of the Eaters. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening and for lurking. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I hope you enjoyed being around as well. Hopefully until next time, take care and have a good night. Bye bye.